Hey everybody, Chris Bond, 21 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. On the last episode, we entered Prankster's Paradise as Sora. We're doing Riku's today. Can't figure out what I'm doing anymore. And we learned that it's the early version of Pinocchio's world. We encountered Pinocchio trying to figure out where Geppetto had been taken off. We didn't actually see Geppetto, but we found out that they got taken by Monstro, as we knew from, our knowledge of previous Kingdom Hearts games. We also ran into the mysterious white-haired guy and Xemnas again, who are still sort of playing mind games with Sora, but not a whole lot of plot on that point. But as we finish Riku's episode today, we will most likely be getting more of the story outside of the test that we're taking right now, and then we'll get access to Traverse Town. So next time's episode will probably be both Sora and Riku's thing together, because I think you have to go back as both of them, and I think I might just squeeze that in as one episode. We'll see how we are in time, but for now, let us dive in to Prankster's Paradise as Riku. But first we have to do the obligatory dropping minigame and blah. Let's see what Riku's thing is. It's probably a boss fight. Oh, 700 points. Not bad. I do like these a lot better. Not right. We gotta dodge these cat's cradles thing. Anyone remember Cat's Cradle? Is that's still a thing? Do people know what that is? I remember they used to have books on that back in the day. All the girls in like my elementary school used to play with that stuff, or used to try to figure it out. It was like you get the string thing. For those that don't know what it is, it's like a string thing, and you make like fancy little like twists and turns, and I don't know. It's a weird game. It's what we used to do before the iPhones. Okay, that's what it used to be. If that makes any sense. Yeah, God, people, I was just thinking about. Sometimes I think about like how lucky kids have got it now, like with all the like technology that you have to like have anything free. Like back in I hate to say back in my day, but it's true. Back in my day, when you wanted to play like when you watched something on TV, like if you couldn't record it, even, that was even my generation before like DVRs became like a big thing. You couldn't record things, so it's like you had no choice. You had to watch things live, and it was the same like if you wanted to like watch your favorite show, but it was like time to go to bed. Like you couldn't turn on the TV; everyone would hear you. Now it's like you just pull your sheets over your head and watch it on your phone. It's like kids out. It's so lucky. And I believe we are just about ready to land. Thankfully, these driving things don't take too much time. So like I said in the last episode, Riku's going to get a whole bunch of different areas than Sora did. This is probably the biggest change, and we got another A. No reward that time, though. That's kind of weird.
Pinocchio! Son! Where have you run off to?
Isn't that Geppetto? Then this must be...
Yeah, Riku should know very well where we are because some stuff happened. Now the funny thing is, this doesn't look exactly like a replica of the room from Kingdom Hearts 1, if you remember. I know it was a very long time ago, but I remember because I'm a nerd and I remember the layout of all the Kingdom Hearts worlds because I've played them way too many times. Also, I like that fake out they did with the opening thing. They show you the picture of what looks like the big top thing from Sora's episode, and yet we're in Monstro. So yeah, Riku gets the interior of Monstro, which is fitting considering all the stuff he did back in the first Kingdom Hearts when we were here. So yeah, some big issues here is that the boat was on the other side. These pillars were a lot bigger. Obviously, the room's a lot smaller than it was because 3DS, and I guess they didn't want to make a total recreation of that one. Also, I'm going to try to... this better be fixed in Kingdom Hearts 3, guys. I can't jump out of the water. I need to find a goddamn, blockade. Jump over here. Yeah, also, there's no secondary thing up there. I don't know why I pressed triangle. I keep thinking triangle from Kingdom Hearts 2. We gotta realize that. Yeah, so there's a chest over here. Let me just grab this real fast. Even though I really don't need the chest, I'm just grabbing them just in case there's anything. Mostly for the, what was it? For the drop me nots. Here's Geppetto. I think this will trigger a cutscene.
What's the matter?
Huh? Goodness, who are you?
Riku.
Oh, Riku, you poor lad. Seems you was swallowed up by Monstro just like the rest of us. My name is Geppetto, and I'm looking for my son Pinocchio.
Pinocchio's gone missing?
I'm afraid so. After all my searching, I found him here in the whale. But then he ran off again to who knows where.
That sounds kind of familiar. Mr. Geppetto, let me go look for your...
You would do that? Thank you. Are you sure?
Yeah, leave it to me.
Did you say you were really going to help us find Pinocchio?
Jiminy?
Huh? That's right. Name's Jiminy. Jiminy Cricket. But, shucks, have we met?
No, you know, never mind.
Anyway, Pinocchio comes first.
Right. Any idea where he went?
Well, I'm almost certain he wandered off with a stranger.
Can you describe him?
I remember he was dressed in a black coat.
A black coat? He's back again. Thanks. Huh?
Well, I'm going with you. Pinocchio's gonna need his conscience, and that's where I come in.
Alright, so let's get started by heading into Monstro, which is going to be a little bit different from the last game. Also, that's definitely a different voice actor for Geppetto. So I remember the tone of the voice actor who played him in the first Kingdom Hearts, and that is not him, I can tell. Pretty sad that I can tell. Like, even when I was watching the recoded cutscenes, I know I wasn't really talking during that, but I knew that the guy voicing Genie wasn't Dan Costella. It was a different voice actor. And it later turned out they actually replaced him. They got a different voice actor for him. You know, it's kind of a shame. I think what was it? I was on a fan site the other day for Kingdom Hearts, and someone thought it would be a good idea to, like, you know, pay tribute, you know, do an memorandum. I can't pronounce the word, but it's that memory thing, memorandum, I think, for all the voice actors who unfortunately have passed away leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3. It was actually kind of depressing because how many voice actors were on this list. It loads from the Japanese version of the game, which I guess is even sadder, you know, because they're the voices that, like, originate. But the other thing was, like, there were so many names on this list, and the more I kept scrolling down, I was like, oh yeah, that's right, that person went, or oh, that person went, or oh yeah, that person too. And it was really sad, you know, to see all those names. But, you know, that's what happens when your game takes, you know, almost a decade to come out with, and you've got voice actors who are already in, like, their 70s and their 60s. You know, just kind of luck of the draw with that, and just what you got to deal with. Sad, honestly, the more I was reading it. And so yeah, we get Monstro, but these aren't the same rooms. They're obviously a little bigger. I love how these rooms are huge, but the room we were just in had to be stripped down. I guess all the resources went into this area. All right, so that's good. We got some more guys over here. Riku again is a higher level than Sora right now, so I'm. Did I just get frozen again? Yeah, not a whole lot of walls here to cheat the system. Anyway, let's show. So this is it. Yeah, you put things in bubbles, and I think you can, like, Katamari them. Anyone remember that beautiful Katamari? The thing with the ball. You, like, warp into things. I like how my one guy is invisible now. All right, let's head over here. Yeah, so it's not too crazy complicated with what we have to do for traversal in this area. Just gotta sort of follow the exit signs. Don't really have to do anything too crazy. So I believe we'll just head this way. And Riku's thing is really short. Even the first time I played this, we're gonna be done with this real soon. It's just making our way through the areas. There's no cutscenes, like, for the most part. Like with the blue fairy, I don't think Riku sees her. Maybe not, if I remember correctly. I'm going to try to fight as many things as I can, but it's really not going to make much of a difference because I am kind of still a high level. I'm so sorry if my voice is going in and out with the recording. I'm kind of sitting at a weird angle from the microphone, and I can't feel my right hand, so that's because I'm laying on it. Don't worry, I'm not dying, for those that are concerned. Yep. Then let's kill this guy. Nice, and Riku's going to level up anyway, so we'll probably get that on the next go. Let's head down here, and this is, of course, a dead end, so we got to go up. When in doubt, go up. Big chest. Love a big chest. What do you got?
Yeah.
Mini. Love a big chest that has mini. That's not an idiom. I don't know. An oxymoron. I don't know what is. Yep, there it is. I walked right by the exit. Yeah, so we're relatively gonna just be able to move quickly.
Pinocchio!
Jiminy!
Let him go now!
Hmm?
Thank goodness. Are you all right? Riku and I looked for you everywhere.
Uh-huh. I'm just fine. Sorry, Jiminy. I messed up real bad. You and Father must have been so worried about me.
Why, Pinocchio? I think you just might be finally starting to learn.
Who are you? Me?
As I live and breathe.
That was my dark side. I gave in to the darkness once, and ever since, it's chased me around in one form or another. The Seeker of Darkness who stole my body. A puppet replica of the shadows in my heart. And now, I'm facing me.
Your dark side?
Gee, Riku, don't you have a Jiminy like I do? He's my conscience. He's taught me all kinds of important stuff. Maybe you just need somebody to show you what's right and wrong.
Sure. You can't shoulder all your problems alone, you know. You must have somebody. A friend you can talk to?
Yeah. Actually, I do. That stupid grin he's always wearing. He's the best teacher I could ever have.
Gee whiz, I wish I had lots of good friends.
You will, Pinocchio. More than you can count.
What now? Is something in there? Pinocchio, Jiminy, you should head back. I'll see what's shaking things up.
Okay.
Weird time to get the Chain of Memories recap, but I guess we had to explain Puppet Riku from that game, who may or may not be dead, I guess. If trailers for Kingdom Hearts 3 were any indication, who knows what's real and who knows what's not. Yeah, so now there's a new thing. So instead of dealing with like multiple rooms inside of Monstro, like the different valves and chambers we had to deal with in the first game, there's this new mechanic where we have to flip the rooms to give us access to different areas. So we can head back here. This room looks familiar with the acid. If I remember correctly which way to go, I believe it's this way. Also, you want to watch out because you will lose damage. Let me see if I can hit this guy. I kind of missed, but I got him in the end. Grab this chest real fast. Again, that's pretty much it. We're pretty much done with the cutscenes. Just got to make our way to the final room and fight the boss. So pretty easy. Come in here, hit this little weird dangly uvula thing. I think that's what it's called. Is it called a uvula? Uvula? Can't speak. You really can't speak. All right, so now we're gonna head back the way we came. So now everything is flipped right way up. So this is kind of a cool mechanic. And I do like this world a lot because like Sora gets his thing in the arcade stuff at the amusement park, and Riku gets like this nice little flashback to Monstro, but sort of like reimagined kind of a thing. Because it makes kind of some sense. Like you might be wondering, well, like I know I gave it some crap earlier why it didn't look exactly the same because of hardware limitations. Maybe that's it, or maybe like they're thinking like from a dream perspective. Like when you try to remember something from a dream, you probably don't remember it exactly the way it happened. You're remembering like pieces. We can hit that thing to get the chest, but I'm just gonna head through the room. This should lead us to a big room, I think. Yeah, it's a big room. A lot of penguin guys here. I think these are they have penguin in the name, I think. I'm gonna just link with the tiger guy right here, do Darkest Fears. This should keep me going fast, and I should be able to kill these guys off relatively smooth. Hopefully Riku's got enough in the drop gauge not to die. I know this room looks big, like we're gonna have a boss fight here, but this is just a giant room. Just to be a giant room. Again, like I said from the Hunchback episode way back earlier in the playthrough, it's a lot of big rooms for seemingly no reason. I can't really figure out what they were going for, whether it was just they wanted to show off like the technical things of the DS, or they just wanted these bigger rooms. Alright, so now we've raised up all the platforms. These things will stay up. And it becomes a lot easier for us now because all we have to do... I think technically you don't even have to raise these things. You could easily just have hit the walls a bunch of times and that would have triggered it. You just would have landed... Oh, crap. And it fell. Because I'm pretty sure you could just do this. And you wouldn't even have to use the platforms. You just go through... Maybe the hole wasn't open, but... yeah, this is pretty much it. We're just going to head through here. There should be a save point up the bend. And then it's the final room. So Riku kind of gets a small section here. I don't know why he particularly got the small section. You'd think that there would have been more considering like he had such a history with this world in Kingdom Hearts 1 and he did like some shady stuff back here when we were in the first Kingdom Hearts, you know, with the whole kidnapping Pinocchio and then trying to like use him as a vessel for I guess Kairi's heart or to figure out like how to lose a heart from a puppet. But yeah, they really don't go that way with it. They kind of just give us 2 cutscenes and say, okay, you're done, move on. Riku kind of gets the short end of the stick on this particular exchange, I think, on the world. Also, because this isn't really based on a movie too much. There's not so much that they can really do with it, so... yeah, there's the thing here. And I think this is it. Next room is the boss room. I think. I got it right. Okay, so here we are. This is the boss. I believe this is Charclobster. So like this is the fire version of the thing we just fought. Also, I like the room here because it's big, and unlike the room we fought the other one, and it doesn't like doesn't circulate, so it's a little bit easier to grab this guy. Also, Riku has that sliding crescent move, so that should make this a wee bit easier. Not too easy, but I think generally easy enough. I'm gonna wait before I link. So hopefully I can get the tiger to link in with me. Try to quickly move. Strike raid. Yeah, so this is definitely where the commands in your deck will probably be most useful. More so than in the actual fights. I remember like when I started, we weren't really using that many things, so that was kind of disappointing. But this is definitely where you'll start using them more in the boss fights because it's hard to really use the walls and whatnot. I mean, I could technically hit a wall. Let me see. I could do this. Yep, he's on the ceiling. I think now we have to do this thing where if you notice, there was a little uvula thing at the roof here. So I think what you can do is you can. I don't know. Did I hit it? Nope, I did not hit it. Is there one on the bottom? Yeah, there is. Yeah, so for now, obviously trying to fight him up there is a bit of a pain and not going to be easy for us. So if we hit this upside down, and I think I might have just missed it. We have to hit it again, and this should drop him down. So I like how there doesn't even have to be a cutscene; it just automatically goes in, which is pretty dang cool. Let's go right into him. Nice. I know he's fire, and I used a fire move, but it doesn't work like that. Like I said in the last episode, I wish magic did work like that. It would be a lot cooler. All right, darkest fears. All right, now we're just gonna mash buttons. And he went on the roof, didn't he? Oh, he fell back down. Okay, that was good. Got a little worried there. I thought we kind of missed out on that one. All right, he's falling. He's doing that light eye thing again. I took a couple good hits off of him. He should land. You don't get a whole lot of like when Riku links up with them. You don't really get a whole lot of time with it. He's on the roof again. I think I'm near the uvula. Alright, let's see what we got here. I get the meow thing again. Yeah, so like I can do this and get close to him. It's probably not going to do much. And that doesn't really hit him down. He's going to probably keep doing these moves for a bit. Alright. The commands in the gauge do tend to lock on pretty well. But again, you probably want to just flip the room and get him back where you are. So it's a cool mechanic. I like how they utilize the whole flipping of the room thing. Yeah, he's doing the thing. I want to get closer. Ah, you son of a monkey. And he's just about dead. One more move. I don't know what Riku's main move is. I know like Sora has Ars Arkham that does like tons of damage, but I don't really know what Riku's move is unless I don't have it yet. And he should be dead. Oh, how do I want to kill this guy? Let's kill him with Fire Windmill. Boom! Got him. Maximum HP. And that's it. 20 minutes. That was probably the shortest episode in the playthrough so far.
I thought I was only sent into the past, on the Destiny Islands. So why does it seem like time was rewound in this world too? Maybe it's like Master Yen Sid said. The world was freed from darkness, but is yet to wake from it. It's trapped in a never-ending dream.
I hope so is okay.
He'll be just fine as long as Riku's with him.
Huh? You don't think... No! Master Yen said...
Look! It's a raven!
Uh-oh.
That raven is Maleficent's.
What's the got?
Huh?
Why, that's Minnie's.
Well?
Huh?
Gorge, what's it say?
It's from Maleficent. She's kidnapped Minnie.
She took Queen Minnie?
The letter says for me to return to Disney Castle, or else.
Mickey, there is no time to waste.
Okay, you fellas stay here.
King Mickey, we're going with you!
Gosh, I guess you're right, pals. We friends need to stick together. Master Yen Sid, we'll be back.
The timing is too perfect, too calculated. Maleficent must sense a change in the forces of darkness. A change like Xehanort.
Okay, so we're back on the world map, and it's now going to let us go back to Traverse Town. So actually, I'm actually kind of glad I looked that we were going to get to all resolved with cutscenes there. So on the next episode, I'm going to drop and go back to playing as Sora, and we're going to go back to Traverse Town, because I believe it will probably show us that when I hit the drop button. I don't think it'll continue with the cutscenes until I go into Traverse Town, and we'll continue it. So Minnie's been kidnapped, so we actually get to end on a little bit of a cliffhanger and figure out what's going to happen next. So on the next episode, Sora will return to Traverse Town, and we'll see maybe what we have to do to go back there before we can go forward. And I think that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 worlds, and there's only 2 left, really. There's 2 more Disney worlds, and one of them is really short, and another one is kind of like Prankster's Paradise, a little short. I think the Grid and Hunchback are kind of the longest ones. So yeah, that didn't really go too long, but we're going to end it here. So I will see you guys on the next part. Thanks for watching.